Hi guys, welcome again to this tutorial. Today we will look at a very powerful feature in E2 that is the database migration. So when you are developing your application, in most cases you are going to require more columns and tables in your database, and the E2 migration tool provides a very robust way to ensure that you get things right. So let's have a very basic scenario like example, we've created a simple product table with with just the name and also the name of product and price. So let's say we want to add product ID, so not sorry, category ID and maybe something else like an image. So we will have to now um, do an extra column in our product table and also create a separate uh, database table to handle now the categories. So in this case, I'll first show you how to create a simple table using the migration tool. So when you go to this definition guide, you can see that with the migration tool, it has this couple of command lines where you can create new migration, apply, revert, reapply, and then also show migration history. So this is basically used to help you manage the whole database manipulation when it comes to creating new columns and tables. So to kick off our conversation today is migrate. So you can see this is the create a new migration command. It's migrate and then create the name of, then you provide the name of the table. So the ideal way is to use this create and then the table name and then the prefix table. So for our case, I'll just go and view, for example, view. Should be the terminal. Okay, terminal, yes. So in our terminal, I'll say php e migrate. In this case, it's create. And then create category category table. So in this case, it will just create a table called category. And so it will ask me, in this case, I'll just say yes, then the migration will be created. Now, by default, the migrations will be found in the migration folder, and you can see there's a timestamp under it just to ensure you keep things um, in a chronological way. So in this class, which extends the migration, it comes with two key methods. The first one is save up and then the save down. So for the save up, it's used to create the table and populate the columns. For the save down, it's used to drop the table. So in this case, we'll just use the save up. We'll manipulate the save up method and add new table columns like category. We need a category name, which in this case will be a string. So you can provide string, maybe for example 255, which is the most commonly used. Yes, and then you can add something else maybe later, ID name. Let me see, let's add a simple one called status. So the status of this category is, and then so in this case, status can be, in this case, we want to use either a 1 or a 0. So we can use a integer, tiny integer of, let's just say size length 2. Good. So we now have our table column set. Now, once you have this, ensure that it's saved, and then you can now come back here in your terminal and run php migrate up. So what this will do, it will now run this migration and create the table plus the columns in your database. Good. So let's see. So when you run that, it will show that you'll see this message that there's one migration to be applied. So when you accept to apply the migration, it will create the table. Now, when you look at our database, just quickly, you will see that the E2 migration tool has created for us a simple um, table called category and with ID, name, status. So you can check the structure right here. See the ID is the primary key, auto increment, and then there's the name, which size is 255, and then the status is a tiny int, just as we had described in our migration. So guys, that's how you do create migrations in E2. It's a very, very nice tool that you can use to manage your database um, changes. That's pretty much about it. See you in the next video. Remember to subscribe and share feedback.